Okay, friends, we're doing our food repackaging. How do we do it on the cheap? We do it by saving every container we can get our hands on. Most of these were given to us from our friends because, yes, I ask our friends. And again, I know I sound like a broken record with this because I've been doing it for years with you guys. But sometimes new people click on these videos, and that's why I repeat myself, okay? So, please ask your friends, neighbors, co-workers to save jars for you. Most people just throw them in the trash. So you really can get free food repackaging if you ask your friends, neighbors, and co-workers. All right, let's get started, and I'm going to show you some ways that I'm using actual mason jars as well. I have this granulated garlic container, which I will wash thoroughly. It can be used for spices again, or it could be used as a sugar dispenser. Just so many options with these type of things and this kind of lid. An oil container, you could make salad dressing in this, or you could put your homemade vinegars in this. I make apple cider vinegar. I love these bottles because they're not completely clear. It helps keep that sunlight from hitting your food, so don't ever throw these away. This was a juice bottle. This will hold about 2 pounds of rice or 2 pounds of beans. Great containers for your grains. A vanilla bottle, finally finished that one, and honestly, I'll probably put vanilla right back inside of it. I love the way this one dispenses. We have a jelly jar here, kind of nice one too. Very good for repackaging and, or not even repackaging, but packaging some of my dehydrated food because, man, sometimes it shrinks down so small and I need a smaller jar. This was wax peppers. We have a nice glass jar. 2 of these Frappuccino containers. Now, a lot of you have been watching us a long time know I save these for my spices. Let me show you. For those of you who haven't seen it, this is my spice rack. I chose to use these Frappuccino bottles because we have a friend who gave us, I mean, a ton of them. And they're just perfect for my spices. I'm a cooker, I'm a baker, and yes, I use every single one of these. But anyway, that's why I keep the Frappuccino bottles, just to give you an idea. I emptied 2 spice jars here. They're glass, so I will clean them, remove the labels. I keep these to put my homemade spices in and to give away as gifts or to keep for myself. But usually the ones I keep for myself, I use these for. So they're great, absolutely great to keep these. We've got a Maxwell house. These are not number 10 cans. They're made of cardboard. This will just go in the shop for nuts and screws and bolts and stuff. We have a friend right there. He's so sweet. Now this, I got to tell you this, guys. This Coffee Mate, these will hold 4 pounds. They're opaque. This is great. No light can get in it. Great container for storing things. But on a totally different subject, we hadn't consumed any Coffee Mate, powdered creamers, artificial, any kind of creamer like that in a couple years now, okay? We've been using just half and half. Well, we've been dealing with not having refrigeration. So we decided, rather than having to run up to the main house, get some cold milk in the mornings, we would try keeping some of this coffee creamer in our trailer. And let me tell you, immediately, within a day, Amy and I both were having weird symptoms. A lot of acid reflux was one of them. Now, it's 100% from this Coffee Mate. It is the only thing I changed in our diet, and we experimented with it. We stopped using it. Everything stopped. We were feeling sluggish, like all these symptoms. It was crazy. Started it again. Everything returned. We have such a handle on our diet, and we never eat fast food. We don't eat too much heavily processed food, regardless of what anyone thinks, because you see canned foods and things like that on our hauls, but we do try to eat extremely clean. This stuff is no good for you. Please read the label on it, and this is true for any of these powdered creamers. I'm going to have to learn how to make some on my own because I tested it. We started it, we stopped it, started it again. Everything came back. I'm telling you, please do yourself a favor and do not consume artificial creamers. These are actual mason jars. And to answer your questions, yes, I do use, the nice jars for things that I really, really want to keep long, long term and make sure absolutely nothing gets to it. This happens to be 10 pounds of basmati rice, a few pounds of pinto beans. I know it's not a high-end item, but I have a lot of these put back, and I stick to my rotation. This one's not going to get touched for years. So it's going in a good mason jar. And these are half gallon, by the way. A few pounds, 2 pounds in each pasta. These are really expensive Italian pastas that I wanted to make sure absolutely did not get compromised. That's why I put those in here. We've got some granola. These two things are actually just for winter. We will go through this completely. We've got raisins. This is about 4 pounds of raisins and granola. And I'll be doing 2 more of these with granola, and then we'll have our granola for the winter. And there you have it, guys. Keep using and saving all your containers that you can. If it had food in it to begin with, food can go into it again. Finding opaque, finding things like this where the sun can't completely get through, those are amazing. Ask your friends, neighbors, and coworkers. Do it. You will be so surprised. People will be excited to show up at work with a little bag full of jars for you. Thank you all so much. Please leave us a comment and let us know some items you have repurposed for repackaging or just for any kind of storage, because these things not making their way into the landfill, that's another bonus, okay? All right, give us a thumbs up, subscribe and share, and we are going to be talking to you really soon. Yeah, bless and keep every single one of you.